I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house.
To see how this all started, we must go back to the beginning.
Caleb, I need games to record and fast.
What about Security Breach?
I would love to, but I mean, I saw there were some like funny things in the game, and also my computer can't handle it. So, seeing how that there's bugs and glitches, and I have a poor PC, it probably wouldn't work.
What about Sonic.exe?
That's actually a good one, but why don't we save that till Halloween?
Yeah, fair enough. Phasmophobia.
Issue. I don't have VR.
There is one game that you could play.
What game could there possibly be better than the game that made Markiplier cry?
It's a game called, Doki Doki Literature Club.
What? What's so scary about a literature club? What? Is that even horror?
Oh, that's the thing. It's not a horror game. It's just a nice, sweet little game. You know, just a slice-of-life romance game to break up the horror stuff.
I'm not buying it. Is there anything else that you could sell with the game? Like, anything in particular? Like game mechanics or high definition
Waifu.
graphic? You sold me. Well, actually, that'd actually be a really fun game to play, seeing how... I'm guessing we could voice characters, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that'd be a first, and that'd be real fun. What is this? Are you laughing?
No. Just remembered something funny.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, let's start the recording now then. Now you know how the story has begun. I will give you the first and final warning of the series. This series is not for the faint of heart. If you have suicidal tendencies or have inflicted self-harm, this series is not for you any longer. And I would only watch the first through 5 episodes if you so dearly want to watch this series still. If you're still here, that means you still want to watch it, and I thank you for your viewership. For even though this story is a little violent, it still has a very good story-driven plot. Without further ado, we'll begin in 3.
I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Alright, let's get this sadness off of us and get into usual Doki Doki. Ow, that's not sadness, that's hitting
I'm
me.
beating the sadness away.
It's kind of helping, but not really. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly sound that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go into the kitchen.
Wait, you're not gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Caleb?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Man, this is sounding like Konosuba. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried it all the way here.
Insert buff Suki.
Are you impressed?
Insert buff Natsuki.
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you.
Yeah, I can throw you like 20 feet into the air, maybe kick you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Jerk.
Okay. Natsuki hits a fist into my cheeks. Chest.
What was that before you said that?
Listen, my mouth says what it wants to say.
Could you imagine? My fist is stuck.
Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. I just realized something. The shorter the girl, the flatter they are. Am I wrong? I mean, it would be Natsuki, Sayori taller? No, Sayori, Monica, and then Yuri, right?
I don't know.
Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think my worth, my size. When I'm worth my size. What's going on?
Her hands are small and dainty and can fit in a bottle.
It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind.
Yeah, you're right. You do have that small.
You're making me say, don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school.
Some trash YT.
He's doing it as anxiety because I'm just sitting here spinning the lightsaber.
Well, I said, she said, but I said, yeah, you do have a small one too.
I didn't notice that one, so you get lucky this time.
Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you.
Are you gonna say anything?
That's what she said!
What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. That's exactly what Sayori said.
Hey!
Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a
Read the line up here. Read the line.
Okay, don't swing the lightsaber. Here, actually,
Amazing voice.
I can take this one for you if you want.
And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean that you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki.
Forget it.
One thing I have to ask, where are their parents?
Dead in Gotham Tree.
Well, like, the only thing that we know is about Natsuki mentioning her dad, and that's it.
Yeah, like, especially, like, Sayori's parents.
they're
Where are
gone.
they?
Gone. No one else exists.
Gone.
in this.
But how does she have a
to
house?
None of them
How does she get groceries?
I'm guessing it's just a video game. It doesn't matter.
Where are their parents?
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I especially am not, so it's kind of a new thing to see. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into that body type of yours. Hey, that's not my fault.
How would you know that anyway?
I'm a body villain. Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Let's try to get through this as much as we can.
I'm in a giggly mood now.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man.
Ocean Man.
You are one of those, actually.
Ocean-
Let's just get started already. Finally.
Dumb be dumb.
You'll get all sour when a girl calls you gross.
Yo.
I finally found your weakness, Caleb. Now I can prove to you that I am the strongest in the universe!
After many years of researching, I found it. A weakness to water ground. And you know what it is? Go touch the grass, gamer! Please, spare me! Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. The whole kitchen is a mess.
Ah, yes! That messy kitchen with one speck of flour. Baby.
How rich are you to say this? Yes, the kitchen is a mess, dear.
Oh, dude, please
excuse all
goodness.
filth. We love to roll in it. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled unknown fluid, and plastic bags are strewn across the countertop.
Every countertop.
The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we have to do it several times. Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Caleb, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's gonna be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
this
my
dude's an
God.
idiot.
I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the colors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything that with the icing? I feel like my character drank while making this, so I'm gonna talk like I know what Marlboro and Jim Beams.
Do you want to?
No! Ah! You're asking me?
Me, of all people.
I really don't have a preference, so...
Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun?
I'm having tons of fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is going to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. Is that alcoholic? I would love alcoholic cupcakes, but that does look pretty cool, even though I'm pretty sure I said cute earlier.
It's not like it's just about following. It's not like bacon's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's 1,000,000 times more worth in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like one of the things you made the first day, huh? Okay, I'm sober now. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well,
How do you even get lumpy icing? I'm sorry. Real quick, how do you mess up that badly to make your icing lumpy? It's literally like 2 ingredients.
listen, okay? You're a little special. Listen, this man just discovered what food coloring was and how it's used. I think he's gonna have a hard time making
How
icing.
do you make it lumpy?
Oh, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
Now you really need to beat the crap out of it, just like how my father did to me.
I know you were gonna say that for some reason. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Where do you want it, then? Damn, that was sexy. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all of the work?
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next!
I like to see you
That's
try.
the point.
I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me. I'm really not in the mood to get hit again. Pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble and turn.
Gross. You got it on my face!
He is resisting the urge to say it so much. Just click the next line.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm...
Stumbling away like that.
I come quickly! Oh, wrong thing. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grabbed that one as well.
Out of
Experience I've had.
context, Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grabbed that one as well. Go ahead, it's your line.
Stop.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross. It's a normal shape, okay? You can't call it gross.
Fine, fine.
I just realized she has a fang. Alright.
Sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me.
That's just what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with me saying dumb things. I'm just trying to speak.
You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Ooh. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Oh, it's got. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth. Looking off the icing.
this picture taken out of
Did you just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me.
I'm mad at the lines I gotta read.
This is the perfect opportunity, man. Her face is entirely red.
You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
Who said I didn't? To be fair, I did want to be with Monica first. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this quick? Oh, I wonder why. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Aww. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder.
God, I know I'm supposed to be attracted to Natsuki right now, but your voice is absolutely turning it off.
Good!
She's got, like, the voice of a 30-year smoker.
She's 13. She's 13!
You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
No, Grandma, that's called your ashtray. Please don't put it in the oven next time. You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Are we done?
And
Yeah!
they have a nice, smoky-infused flavor now.
Smoky cupcakes. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven, as I slide something else. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk. Damn it, you didn't have to look at him. And continue with the
I was
icing.
waiting for a second because I was like...
Like nothing ever happened.
Alright, smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. To be fair, I don't think cupcakes have a sweet smell. I don't think they have a sweet smell like that.
They smell
Oh,
like
yes,
burro.
they do. Especially if you make, like, vanilla cupcakes. Yes, they do.
Probably
Fresh-baked
vanilla.
cupcakes.
Vanilla
do smell-
extract, yeah.
Fresh-baked cupcakes smell awesome.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add icing? What?
Icing.
I said assing. That's not my fault. That's just my.
That's just your bad English.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can. I hope you can get creative.
Give me the slice.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
How do I get the idea?
Just think creatively.
Scoop the icings into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make them look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others and looks quite familiar.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make shapes or other
Go to
patterns.
Horny J.
I thought that one could have snuck by. That
No, I know whenever you're being suggestive.
But you can also use it to write stuff on cake.
Didn't even... My commentary. Oh,
Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. You know what they could do?
What?
They could just write words on it if they're suggesting to write words on cupcakes.
That's what they're doing.
Wait, really?
Yes, it's a literature event, right?
We can make it more literature themed by writing different... Oh, shit, I was right! It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid,
Thank you so much.
but that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Uh-oh, that's sus.
Well, same with you.
Did you say something?
No, nothing.
Oh,
It's not like I like you or anything, Baka.
I just realized that's a callback. That's what Javier said
Yeah, that is what I said in the
in the second
video.
episode.
Yeah.
Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work.
Woohoo!
When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side and admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one right now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Mm-hmm. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. She's a monster.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can.
What does that mean?
Well, anyway. I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already?
That's
a shit.
darn shame. I didn't say the line. I said that's a darn shame.
No, it was my line. You just added commentary to it.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should
Let's
have
go on.
thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man, what you are. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You could bring cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. Also, why can't I do it in one trip? Don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Yeah, depression.
Because
doesn't
they
go well with it.
They made like 72 cupcakes.
72?
Yeah, like 6 dozen.
Oh.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Ah. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier that day. Or today, I'm sorry. That was literally just a second ago. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Did you want to get closer to her?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Huh?
What you said before, Baka, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. You could be the Baka. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you could come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me intensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Man, you're just switching between two girls right now. Used to be Yuri, but not anymore.
Caleb, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Ah! Shit!
Jump scare.
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes filled my vision, along with her slightly part lips. Slightly part lips. That's not slightly part, that's just...
Completely closed.
What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it. Ah! What the fuck? Don't worry, little boy. I don't like that. Stop. For a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Huh? Wait, Sayori, what? Ah!
Ah, he's back! Hi, Caleb.
You're not a he, that's only Natsuki. Sayori? Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Caleb. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have came a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Oh, really? It's too bad.
Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, you get to finally talk! Oh! I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me.
Oh.
Why am I feeling this way, Caleb? I'm supposed to be happy for you. I also feel like my heart is splitting in half. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just...
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Caleb. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Damn, what? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm completely skipping over what Monica said. Monica said something that's encouraging this. That's horrible. What? I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Caleb. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Caleb. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Whoa, what? Sayori.
Choice.
Holy shit, dude.
Make your choice.
Let me think about it. The last one's harsh, and I'm not gonna do it out of sympathy. I'll be honest, but I honestly do think that the character would like to be with Sayori. I think the character would like Sayori a lot. I'll say it. I love you.
Huh?
Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you can like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. And that gave it all to me too. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Caleb.
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Wait, I'm brunette?
It's a white man!
Ah! He's Japanese, my gosh.
Caleb, is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. Why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying?
I'm saying we're gonna have our first date.
I don't want to think about those things, you know?
Okay, well,
I want everything to be the same as it always has been.
okay. Well, I got snubbed and turned down there, so...
Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Caleb,
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Huh? I really don't understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as much as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they are. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh, well, it is the next day. It's the day of the festival.
No music.
Of all days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the fest. Wait, Sayori and Natsuki? Is he 2-timing? Knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Caleb, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Sounds like plagiarism. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remembered what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Finally getting lines in.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Caleb. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday.
Wait a minute, what? That's not right. That's not right. Wait.
Continue.
She wouldn't know that. She wouldn't know that. No one would know that, especially Natsuki.
You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
That doesn't explain anything. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? I don't think she would. That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. Probably know a lot more than you know.
Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before.
Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know it is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to anything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Caleb, what's wrong?
You know exactly what's wrong. Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. While I'm running through everything. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sit.
He has his hand for his phone. Just...
Oh, what? What the fuck? Wait, leave her hanging. Wait a minute.
You just noticed that?
He's connected the dots!
You just noticed that.
What the hell?
Isn't there something?
What the hell?
Actually just create something.
I'm trying to do his voice. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Oh, that's horrifying. That's why I can't believe my eyes. What were they showing me? I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I would know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? I'm trying to do an Aaron voice. I know that sounds weird, but I am. How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. Oh, well, I don't think that had anything to do with it, really. I feel like if it was the other way around, if I said, you're my dearest friend, Sayori, I think it would have been the same the other way around. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it had always been, then I could have prevented all this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. That's not the end. I know that's not.
Mouse click.
What the shit? What the?
We are now halfway over.
Yeah, but also, I believe in the files,
Yeah,
after...
you can actually go find that trace back.
Okay, so after that scene, if you look in the files, Sayori's character has been deleted.
Files.
Characters.
Yeah, trace back.
Oh jeez, I
I
didn't break anything,
did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing.
What? Oh my.
See, look, she's done.
And if you'll notice, something slightly different with the title screen.
Oh, you don't say.
Also, try loading a game.
What the? Wait. I have my saves. Can I go back?
Try loading one.
Oh, what? File error. Characters. Files missing are corrupt. The save file is corrupt. Starting a new game. Oh well.
So,
All right. Well, I've been freaked out too much today, and I need to go home to mommy. So, I'm calling the episode there.
yeah, I was
Anyway,
kidding.
trash subscribers, I will leave you for today, and I hope you reflect on what just happened here.